Very sad. Just a horrible situation to be in. The person who made the call out post was only 23, so not a fully developed brain. Not a fully developed brain. Not a fully developed brain. I can understand.
I am sick. I am so sick and tired of people saying they were just 23 and not a fully developed. Do you hear that, you guys? Since when is 20? I hate how people are babying everybody. Bro is a whole Thank you. Oh my god. I love the chat culture that is being developed here. It's so amazing that people have brains here. People will call a 25-year-old a baby, right? I only hear that from my Lolas and Lolos calling 30-year-olds a child. Why? Because you're basically their children. You are their children. That's fine. Not other grown-ass adults calling 25-year-olds, oh, they're basically a kid. No, they're fucking not. Me win big brain. No, they're fucking not. They are adults. What are you talking about? At 18, you can at 18 you can be tried as an adult. At 18, you can smoke? I don't know. But at 18, you are a responsible adult. Sure, your brain is, I hate this whole thing about your brain isn't fully developed. Because I'm 30 right now. I don't think there's a massive difference between when I was 30 and 25. I think I've been just as smart and intelligent and big-brained as I was 5 years ago. Okay, joke aside, but you get there's a point in there. But to be honest, as a 24-year-old, I think this is when we start stagnating. Yeah, exactly. I think pretty much. I think there's also a lot of stats that the brain, like, people emphasize the wrong part. Sure, I've heard also studies the brain continues to develop until 30, but you're acting as if, because here's a couple factors. Is the brain's development is the most important when you're a child. Why do you think all of fucking therapy, which is what I've talked about in the past, is all about? And how did that make you feel? Does that remind you of anything from your childhood? Why? Why do they say that shit? Is because everything is developed pretty much at childhood. Progression. Your brain develops the most rapidly in terms of progression when you are an infant, when you're in adolescence. That's why fucking freshman year feels so much longer and feels so much more impactful to you. The difference between freshman year and sophomore year versus when you're in high school versus freshman year and junior year in college. It feels like when you are in high school, time is moving almost so slow, and you were in sophomore year for the longest ass time. But then when you get into college, it's like the blink of an eye, and college is gone. Why? Because your brain is I don't want to say slowing down, but the progression between those age ranges are so much. There's a big gap between them. That's why a senior in high school going for a freshman in high school is a little bit weird, even though they're in similar age range, because that's why seniors when you're a freshman feel so much older, whereas seniors in college when you're a freshman in college doesn't feel too much big of a gap. That's why you'll even see people who are in college dating graduate students, because you guys are pretty much towards the range of adults. People are acting like this gaps is the same from adolescence and childhood to adulthood. The difference, the gap between a 22-year-old and a 30-year-old isn't that much besides experience. That is it. In terms of brain development, it's not that big of a gap. And people need to stop acting, oh, it's not a full the brain. Is my brain developed now because I'm 30? Idiot? No, I've called people dumbasses and idiots since I was 20. Or probably actually much earlier than that. But yeah, my brain is pretty much the same. Okay, let's not justify actions and things of people just because they're 23. That's a grown ass adult, and we need to stop treating grown ass adults as if they're kids. They can get a job, they can get an apartment, they can live on their own. They can hurt people, they can do whatever the fuck they want because they're an adult. And they can be responsible for their actions. So shut the hell up.
The person has since made an apology.
Again, nothing to this guy.
Address the Japanese artist.
Nothing to this guy. Good guy. I highly disagree with you. Not gonna lie, I was kind of a dumbass at 18, 19 though. But that